This sixth video will include what an eMaze is and how to create one. So an eMaze essentially is an online presentation. It represents a series of events, information, ideas, and concepts in a visual way. Again, because it's a presentation tool, there's so much that you can do with it and be creative with it. I know that I did show you my gallery of the Introduction to Social Studies. So the next one that I want to show you is the Ancient Israelites, which this is one that I created, and then I'll show you some of them that the kids created. Now, the only problem I run into sometimes using eMaze or an online presentation tool is sometimes there can be a lag with going from slide to slide, or sometimes it might take a minute or two for the picture to upload onto a slide. This is a neat one that you can use because the mountains go in and out. So it's kind of fun to go from place to place. So this, again, just gives you an example. I won't go through the entire slideshow. But again, this is a way that I teach the information and the students take notes from this. Two that I want to show you that my students created. One is about the Gallery of Rome. And again, this is the gallery background for this, and again, you can see where the picture's not here, and I think it's just a lag in uploading the presentation. So I had a student do an excellent job, and she actually taught about this time period in Rome. Then I had another student create one on China, and again, what I have the students do is they actually usually work with a partner. They outline the text and the information, and it does make it, to be honest, more engaging and a little bit more exciting for them because they know what they're going to do with it. They're going to produce something like this with it. So again, they're seeing the information more than once. They're reading it, they're taking notes on it, they have to put it together in an attractive way, they get pictures that match the information that goes with what they've included and what they've outlined from the textbook. So it gives them a really good way to get main ideas and to absorb and understand the information. So these are always enjoyable for us to do. And again, there's so much that you can do using these eMazes. So I showed you those couple of ones. These are some new backgrounds that eMaze has come up with, and again, once you sign into eMaze and start creating, you'll have a dashboard that's got several of your eMazes in them. Why should we eMaze? Couple things, I won't go through each one of them, but it is so very easy to use. The kids love using it and love to use all of the different features. It's cloud-based, so again, if they make a study guide using eMaze, they can look at it on their phone while they're on the bus or before they get into school. And it does, in my couple of years of using it, they are constantly coming up with new features and new things to do with it. And sometimes the kids are the ones teaching me how to use all of the new features. So again, I want to have you create an eMaze that you can use for yourself in your classroom, whether it's to teach something or, again, to have an example of or a prototype of a project that you might use. We are now going to learn how to create something on eMaze. So again, you sign in, you come here to your dashboard, and we're going to click Create. Again, another cool feature that eMaze has is you can import an existing PowerPoint into the eMaze, and whatever background you pick for your eMaze is the background that will show up for the PowerPoint that you are importing. So again, eMaze has got all these other cool features. I essentially use the presentation feature. And again, like a PowerPoint, you have all different kinds of backgrounds to choose from. This is a new one. I thought this looked kind of cool. So I'm going to, you can preview the background. I'm just going to go ahead and start creating my eMaze. This will take a little bit longer because there are so many features for you to use with eMaze. So over here, you're going to have your tiles. You're going to have your slides just like you would in a PowerPoint. When you go to add a new slide, you click on Add, And this gives you all of your options of slides, pre-made slides that come with this theme, with this background. And again, you can always choose just a plain old slide. Once you pick a slide, again, you can do things and manipulate the information that's already in there. So they're trying to show you what, some of them might look like. So here's where your slides are, your tiles. And again, you can move them around if you want to change the order. All right, and here's what we use to create our slides. So text, we can do a title, subtitle, or text. Once again, once you click on that and you start adding your text in there, here's the ribbon of all of the features that you can do. There's 3D effects. You can change the color, you can change the font, you can change the size. So there's all kinds of stuff that you can do once you start putting your text in there. Image this is probably one of my most favorite features that eMaze has. So instead of going out onto Google Images and looking for that picture and saving it into your folder like you do for the other applications, you can search the internet directly from the eMaze application. The kids love this because the kids always like things that are quick and simple. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my apple there. You can look on Flickr. I'm going to look on Google, and then I'm going to search for my apple. Obviously, I just didn't do something right there. I think we want to go onto the web. I want to go on Google. Okay. I'm going to come back to that because I think that might be just a little snag in the site because I've had that happen a couple times before. So I'm going to come back to that. You can import any type of media, MP3s and 4s, things from video, things from YouTube. Then you can add shapes to your, so if I click on the shape, it ends up there, and once again, I can manipulate that shape. It's got your undo button, so those are always awesome to have. So again, there are a lot of neat things that you can do with eMaze. I'm going to take us back over to the image. Because sometimes I know it doesn't work as well on the websites. So we can use this to add our pictures, but again, might be up and working at another point in time. But like I said, typically we just plug in what we're looking for, what the name of our picture is, and we do a search. And then we can drag that picture right onto our eMaze slides. So all kinds of neat things that you can do with this. So have some fun, create something that you can use in your classroom.